Well, there's really not much debate that over the last couple of decades, Alabama has set the standard in terms of college football success. And on Saturday at Camp Randall Stadium, it showed why. With a 42-10 win against the Wisconsin Badgers, the game started with some level of promise for the Badgers, an early field goal, but it cost them their starting quarterback. Tyler Van Dyke went out on the first possession of the game, and it was an uphill fight throughout for the Badgers against an explosive offense and a very good Alabama defense. We'll check out some of the highlights from Saturday's game at Camp Randall, a celebration for Ron Dayne's 25th anniversary season of him breaking the NCAA rushing record and winning the Heisman Trophy. We'll visit with Badgers defensive lineman Ben Barton, and we'll get Luke Fickell's perspective on what it was like to go against Ron Dayne back in those days in the 90s. All of that coming up on this week's edition of the Badgers Sports Report. Badgers looking for points on the game's first possession. Everybody set, snap, spot, kick is away, has the distance, and it is good. Nathaniel Vakos from 53 yards away as the Badgers are first on the board. Elijah Hills, Ben Barton, the down lineman for Wisconsin, double wide to the left on second down. Milroe pulls it, trying to work off the right edge, and he is chopped to the turf right at the line of scrimmage by Ricardo Hallman. Dupree and Robbie Oots. Williams slot left, and now a little pop pass to Williams. Running right, trying to turn the corner. Thomas gets there first, and Lowry will finish up at the 19-yard line. 3rd and 4, Alabama from its own 19-yard line. Trips to the left. Haynes is the running back. Milroe gets the snap. Badgers sending for a throw to Haynes, who gets popped by Nizer Forquerine at the 20-yard line. Forquerine getting there right now. And it's 4th and 3. Alabama will punt. Mason Green wide on that side of the field. Anthony to the left. Lock back to throw. Throws a dart left side. Anthony with the catch. And he got hammered by Malachi Moore. What great work to hang on to it by Vinny Anthony at the 37 of Alabama. Ashcraft slot to the left. Shotgun snap to Locke. Throwing left side. Caught by Iacomelli inside the 35. Driving to the first down. Sabb stands him up. But Cade Iacomelli just muscled his way to the 32 of Alabama. First down, Wisconsin. 4th and goal, Wisconsin at the 3. Iacomelli wide left, motions into the backfield. Locke gets the snap. 4-man rush, a dart right side, diving, catching, touchdown Wisconsin! Will Pauling lays out for it as the Badgers are in for the first time today. It's Chaney and Christian Allegro as the inside backers as Milroe pulls it again. Probing the left side and taken down across the 30-yard line. Leon Lowry first on the scene. 3 receivers left, including the tight end, 2 on the right. Snap to Milroe. Badgers bringing 3. Milroe, lots of time dancing around. Steps up, jukes, running left, taken down at the 30-yard line. And it's Leon Lowry again. 3 and outs for the Alabama offense.
Set the standard. Set the standard. Let's go.
Ricardo Hallman from one end of the yard to the other. Touchdown, Wisconsin, as the Badgers are back in the fight. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Jez Malusi, 89 yards. And it's picked off by Hunter Waller. There is a big, big win for the Wisconsin Badgers.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
I mean, it's always tough when you have an injury, especially to someone that is your starter, especially your starting quarterback. But, you know, the next man in is B-Lock. I think B-Lock stepped in and did a pretty good job. I mean, we had to rally around him and make things easier for him, obviously.
I think I obviously learned a lot last year, just dealing with that scenario already before. I think just the experience helps, you know, even though it was only 3.5 games. I think that it helps you as a player. I mean, it helped me today. Didn't get the result that we wanted, obviously, but you know, I think I've learned how to prepare as a starter being in the last 2 years being here, and so if that was the case, then you know I feel confident. I feel confident in my preparation, and I feel confident in our locker room, and I believe in the guys in there.
Disappointment more than anything. You know, we're better than the product we put on film and put on tape and that you guys seen today, and you know, we feel obviously terrible. Know that we should have played a lot better, and the preparation that went into this game, we went prepared, and then everything went haywire, and we didn't do what we were supposed to do. So it's definitely frustrating, but you know, kind of reiterating through the locker room, this is a long season. You know, we got an opportunity. We got USC Nets. Got to go into this bye week with our heads held high. Come in tomorrow, attack the film, and get better.
This bye week's gonna be big for us on how we bounce back and how we face adversity. Obviously, we knew adversity was gonna hit at some point this season. Obviously, it hit pretty early for us this season, and I think the leaders on this team are going to have to do a big job this week and step up in the leadership roles.
Being a leader on this team, that would be the worst thing for me to do, jump to conclusions and get down on guys and stuff like that, because we got 9 more games left. You know what I'm saying? We got 9 more games we got games that are probably just as big as this one today, so we got more opportunities to fix what happened today and grow from it.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.
For Badger fans, it may seem like only yesterday, if you're of a certain age, but it was 25 years ago when Ron Dayne set the NCAA career rushing record, won the Heisman Trophy, and of course the Badgers were back-to-back Big Ten and Rose Bowl champions, and starting to honor the Great Dane for that magical season of 1999. And with that, we bring in head coach Luke Fickell, who was graduated by that time, but you faced him once in 1996, and really a knockdown, drag-out kind of game. What do you remember about trying to deal with hole number 33?
Well, he was a freshman, so you knew a little bit, but you didn't know a ton. You know, so from afar, you know, you got this little bit of this arrogance about you, like, okay, whatever, a young freshman running back. And then as you see him He doesn't look like a young freshman running back, obviously very large. And he had some pretty good guys up there to help him out, and with Mack and Gibson, who popped in there a little bit as a freshman too. But no, definitely remember. And then enjoyed really watching him as you were done and back into college football. Just the way you run the football, the physicality. It was refreshing to watch, not as much to play against.
They actually use Gibby at fullback too, a little bit.
They use him at tight end when we played him my senior year. That we had a little issue with the 380-pound tight end that my buddy Braves did not want to play inside of and wanted to line up outside. But that's that's okay.
Topic for another day, right? The thing about Ron, I remember talking to other Big Ten coaches, including Nick Saban, who at the time was a coach at Michigan State, said one of the keys is you got to get to him early. There's the old Keith Jackson famous line in Rose Bowl, you do not want him in your secondary. But a guy like him gets ahead of steam, who ran really well for a big guy too, didn't he?
Yeah, and then the scheme in which they did things, was all about getting that thing to the second level with the zone schemes and the gap schemes with the big offensive line. And so it was a heck of a combination, and you're right. I mean, the ability to try to bring him down to the second level is not the easiest thing in the world. Some people would say, well, does he really have the home run speed? Well, yeah, he does, because the other guys in the secondary just bounce off. So there was an incredible combination of him and his abilities to get to the second level himself, coupled with the offensive line, a lot of the things that they did here.
Yeah, I was talking about shot plays, and the Badgers had really good receivers and a quarterback in Brooks Bollinger in '99 who could get it to them. But shot plays a lot of times were Ron Dane going for 50 or 60 at a pop as well. And also, I know we're a week removed from the UW Hall of Fame induction, but we get to it now. A couple guys that I know you've gotten to know a little bit, and little love for the defense. We talk about offensive guys so much. Tariq Saleh, Donnell Thompson, both Rose Bowl champions, and you're familiar with both of them, obviously.
Yeah, obviously I knew Tariq a little bit more, and from the time I walked in here, and remember him too because we're the same class. Got to meet him as they did the Hall of Fame stuff over the summer and stuff, and I got to listen to him speak, and what a class act. And didn't know him as a player, didn't remember him as much, because he's a little bit younger. I think he's maybe Max class.
Yeah, he was Max class.
But once you get to know him, obviously a hometown hero that is really, really sharp and really, really excited for him.
And two guys who still look like they could play, especially Donnell. As we tease Tariq, he wants to play. He admits he's got one or two snaps in him, but the thing that I would imagine you've noticed about him too, and getting to know him on a personal basis, how much he cares today, what these guys do today.
Well, that's the thing, that being an outsider walking in here and to have those guys like that embrace you, and really embrace you, not just because you're the coach, but even deeper than those kinds of things, get to know you in a little different ways. It's what really shows off the culture here. It's what really shows off things that you don't exactly know when you're not within the program, but the type of people and the pride that they have, not just in the things that they've done here, but anybody that's a part of it.
It is a thing, and obviously when you take the job here, you are worried about this team right now, get better every day. But, obviously Mac, a big part of the tradition, Coach Alvarez, and you talk to those guys whenever you can. I know Barry is at practice from time to time. That seems something that's a very high priority for you, just understanding how things work.
Well, you got to know where you're coming from in order to continue to grow. And, I know the eras and things change, but it still doesn't change that much. And I think that a culture of things that are within the program, those things aren't really going to change. And just to find out how they did things, to pick their brains, and always to be around, I think it's important for me, but it's also important for me to show the respect for all those things that those guys have done and how we want to continue to carry on that legacy.
I always think, listen to your answer there, because we all know how things are changing and continue to change in college football, all the new elements involved. I would imagine you're like any other coach I've dealt with, no matter the sport. You are the happiest, and it could be Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, when it's about football, development, and relationships with these guys.
It is, and that's what you love. That's what I love. And sometimes as a head coach, you don't get to do it as much because there's so many other things. But even with the landscape changing a little bit, we really want to stick to the traditional things. We really want to be about a lot of those traditional things while growing and embracing the new landscapes and the things that are afforded to us as a program and our kids, but not losing sight on what we really believe wins. And I don't just mean wins on the football field, but wins in life as well.
All right, we will take a break. Much more to come as we continue with this week's edition of the Badgers Sports Report.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
Always fun when a Wisconsin-born player can have a prominent role on the Badger football team, and that is certainly the case with Ben Barton, senior out of Stratford, Wisconsin. We have obviously seen him grow in his career in a big-time role this season. The role, obviously, for you is continuing to increase. Now, the second year under Coach Fickell and the staff, give us an idea specifically where you feel, I don't know if comfortable is the right word or not, but I'll go with it here for the sake of this conversation. Where do you feel better about expectations and all that goes into being a player here under Coach Fickell and his staff?
So last spring I came in under Fickell becoming the head coach, and I went from playing under Coach K, who I was more of a rotational, not even a rotational guy, but I was actually probably closer to the bottom of the rotation, who was probably going to see 6 snaps a game, to last spring I had an okay spring. I don't feel like I made as many jumps as like last fall camp. I really started to, there was an injury that happened last fall camp with one of our D linemen who I ended up playing a little bit more, and then we got towards later into fall camp and I never really gave the spot back, and then later through the year me and him also ended up playing together a ton, which now ended up Kurt and I start together now because we have had some things happen in our D line, and I feel super comfortable putting Cade and Kurt out on that field.
You mentioned a couple other guys. The depth seems to be something. I mean, obviously you took a hit, toward the end of camp to the depth, but you've got some guys, via the portal, being a young guy like a Dylan Johnson. Mm-hmm. There's seems like 5 or 6 guys that Coach Whitlow can count on to put in there, and you're not gonna. It's not like there's a drop off. You have guys who all can contribute.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you've got pros from people like the pros of playing people like Cade, who is so absurdly knowledgeable about what our defense runs that he's essentially like having another Mike linebacker on the field. Or Kurt, who's so explosive that when he's out on the field, it doesn't matter if it's 1st and 10, he could throw an offensive guard 3 yards, get in the backfield, make a tackle, and all of a sudden it's 2nd and 13, they're behind the sticks. Or where I'm in there, where I'm more of a run stop guy who, now with what has happened to our D-line, it feels like I've got slightly more possibly crawling into more of the passing realm. But in early fall camp, I was more rush defense. Now I'm more of a everyday 3rd down, even nickel guy. But with people like Eli Hills, you've got such explosive get off. He can ruin a play just by getting off the ball faster than everybody else on the field. Or Brandon Lane, who's so strong and can be explosive through using his strength. And I'm not going to lie, I think Dylan Johnson's the strongest player I've played with in college since James or Matt Henningsen. He is that strong. Okay. I have not seen that in a freshman since I've been here in 5 years.
You mentioned a couple of minutes ago you've been more of a run-stop guy, but we're seeing you maybe in passing downs as well. You got a sack? Everybody looks at stats, right? Take us through that. It was a pretty good game to do it in.
Oh yeah,
as well. Minnesota.
To have my first sack in the Axe game was a very exciting moment. But I also would have never gotten there if Cade didn't keep contained on that play or if Kurt didn't flush the quarterback out. So that's another time where stats may not tell the whole truth of who actually, not that I wasn't in the right place at the right time, but who earned that sack wasn't one person, it was 3 people.
It's interesting hearing you talk about some of the coaches that you've had. If it's Joe Rudolph, Ross Kalaji, and Greg Scruggs last year. A lot of guys have had multiple position coaches, but it seems like you have made that a positive because those are big time. They were big time players, big time coaches. I mean, you've taken a little bit, or maybe more than a little bit, from each one of those coaches. It sounds like.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could go down the line and say like Rudy. Rudy taught me the importance of the level of game we're playing at here. Coach K taught me how to be a tougher person and to use my hands when I'm in position to be where I'm at. Coach Scruggs, he's the person who taught me that, dude, you are an everyday player here. You're going to play every single game. You're going to be ready to be on that field every single Saturday. And now Coach Whitlow is like, you don't have to just be on that field every Saturday. You got to be a problem on that field every single Saturday.
Makes this final, the senior season, a lot of fun, a lot to look forward to, right? Because you guys, I know you guys always feel like you could be better as a defense, but you guys, you weren't bad last year. But you feel like you're giving me that, which is everybody's doing that. You expect to be much better this year, right?
I mean, if like Fickle says in this sport, if you're ever content with where you're at, you're not going forward. So we've always got to be chasing. Not just like where we obviously got to worry what's, like Whitlow says, what's 6 inches in front of your face, but you also got to be ready to be excited and amped up to keep going further than what's just right at your feet.
All right, look forward to watching, man. Ben Barton, Stratford, Wisconsin. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Decent pass, down ball coming to the Badgers now from Graves. Wisconsin runs to Robinson, right side, Tool shot down. Kill number 6 for Robinson, and it ends the first. 25-13, a dominating opening set win by the 8th-ranked Badgers. That's Gertz. Badgers played off the block. Up front to Furbringer, right side, Robinson thumps it down the line for the kill, and that's her 10th of the match. To the left, Malone. Up and over the block, Franklin scoops it up, and the setter dump is down with the left hand from Charlie Furbringer. Played by Milwaukee, stopped by Ojo, back to the Panthers. Here comes Schmitz flying in, into the Bucky block. It's Crawford and Furbringer ending the set with a block. 25-13, Wisconsin leads Milwaukee 2-0. Served by the Panthers, picked up by Chan, out of system, bump set. Here's Ojo, bouncing off the block to end it here tonight. And the 2024 home opener is a win for Wisconsin.
It was right there at far post. Here's the ball sent to the middle. Can Maryland get a touch? They can! They lead! Steinleitner's first goal as a term. It's the first goal in conference play. Badgers are just too good of a team to expect their offense to be quiet here in the second. Ball to the back post, headed in, just over. It's a great look for the Badgers.
Sokos being grabbed by Gulbranson. Gets it right back for the Badgers. Here's Maya Richters, takes a shot off the crossbar, the rebound, and it's into the hands of Olivia Bodmer. What a chance there. Heavy collision. The Scarlet Knights are going to keep going. Threaded through. Here's Gearman, and it's in. And Rutgers have found their goal. Might want to send it back in, and does. Headed back, picked up by Martinez. Martinez throws it in. The header, and it took a bounce and into the hands of Olivia Bodmer. The in-swinging ball toward goal, and it trickles just wide. They were looking for just the slightest of touches, but couldn't find it.
It's a bye week for both Alabama and Wisconsin. More marquee games ahead for those two teams. The Tide will play Georgia, while the Badgers head west to the LA Coliseum to open Big Ten play against USC. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.